Now we're going to talk about the most important safety feature on your vehicle, safety belts. What do you think the most common excuses we hear from people for not wearing a safety belt? What do you think they tell us? It wrinkles my clothes. What else? Uncomfortable. That's probably number one. The number one excuse we get is uncomfortable. Okay, wrinkles my clothes, uncomfortable. What else? I forgot to do the belt. I forgot. What else? They're broken. They're broken.
I have a pain in my tummy.
I have a pain in my tummy. We'll call that uncomfortable. Is that right? And what's another one? Anybody? How about this? I can brace myself in a crash. I can brace myself because I'm strong. Let's talk about these for a second. First of all, let us talk about the law. The law says that if you're driving in a car, you have to have your seatbelt on if you're in that front seat. Have to be wearing the safety belt. If the belt is broken or it's under the seat, the driver is responsible for that. Make sure when you have a passenger in the car with you that they have a seatbelt available to them. Now let's forget about the law for 1 second. Don't worry about law, which ticket can I get, who's responsible. Forget about the law. Let's talk about you really should do your seatbelt because, here's why. I'm walking down the street 5 miles an hour and I walk into a concrete wall. Bam! All of my forward motion is concentrated on the area where I hit. When you're running, your shoes have so many hundreds of pounds of pressure down on them because it's concentrated on the balls of your feet when you're running. If you're walking forward, it's the same. The force and the gravity. If you walk into a concrete wall at 5 miles an hour and you hit your head, you could get a cracked skull, at least a bad headache. That's why you need to do a safety belt. Because of the force of impact. Without a belt, you go forward, you hit your head on the dashboard of the steering wheel, very high energy impact. Bam, right where you hit. The seatbelt spread all of your weight out. Your great-grandpa used to have a wooden dashboard, a wooden steering wheel, wooden knobs, everything wooden in the car. Remember those old cars? You know why they stopped doing that? Because great-grandpa would go forward at 5 miles an hour and hit their teeth or their head and die. It's like hitting a tree at 5 miles an hour. Everything in your car is collapsible now. For the force of impact, bam, collapses in. Much better to have a safety belt on. I saw those dummy films one day. They showed the dummies driving in the car, 15 miles an hour. You wouldn't think this would happen. The dummy went up and the mirror, the little rear view mirror here, caught them on the side of the head and took their side of their head off. My dentist told me that she had somebody get hit from behind at 8 miles an hour. Person didn't see it coming. You wouldn't think that would hurt, 8 miles an hour? She's in the car, somebody hit from behind, she wasn't looking, her head snapped back and then it went forward, knocked almost all of her teeth out on the steering wheel. 8 miles an hour. Other person didn't have insurance, it took 3 surgeries to go in there and get the rest of her teeth out. $10,000 worth of surgery with no insurance to pay for it. The sad part is, my dentist told me she saw the young lady recently, she still does not wear her safety belt. Doctors have told me that at 15 miles an hour, the force of impact without a safety belt on, if you hit your knee up into the dashboard or your head hits the steering wheel, it's the same as being hit with a sledgehammer. Same force. That's your homework. I want you to go home today and hit yourself in the head with a sledgehammer. Or if you're squeamish, have a friend do it for you. It hurts. At 30 miles an hour, any object in your car is being shot from a cannon. Same force. A cannonball goes 30 miles an hour when it first takes off. Your head almost weighs the same as a cannonball. So it's like you're being shot out of a cannon into your dashboard at 30 miles an hour. There's a famous case we had to learn about when I was training to do this class. There was a guy in Wisconsin who was coming around a curve, didn't see this ice on the road, this hidden ice, black ice they call it. He's coming around a curve and he hits a little tree on the side of the road at 30 miles an hour. The guy was a safe driver. He had all of his safety belts on, all of them, even the shoulder harness. This man was killed by a box of Kleenex from the back dashboard. The point of the box severed his spine in the back. That's the kind of force you have. If you took a box of Kleenex and shot it out of a cannon at the back of somebody's head, it would kill him. I had a lady one day who said, it was very sad, she said her friend was killed by a box of Sucrets. The little cough medicine in the metal box was killed by that from the back dash. Anything you got on your back dashboard, get rid of it. Those of you who have cans of soda, eyeglasses, those of you who have bowling balls on your back dash, get rid of that. Can you imagine getting killed by one of them bobbin head dogs they sell in the store? Can you imagine that? The ones that go like that? And you get killed by it. At your funeral, everybody be gone. That's how he died. Like that. That's how he died. It'd be like a rap concert at your funeral. That's how he died. Police have told me that in crashes of 60 miles per hour, an ink pen from the back dashboard will go through the front windshield. If a pen will go through your windshield, it'll go through your head. And for the rest of your life, you'd have to write like this here. Yeah.